Hello everyone, welcome to Leoguidance time if this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. So today's pick a card reading is all going to be about a current challenge that is dominantly on your mind, and I would like to bring out advice, any perspective towards your situation. I will divide the reading into a couple of main questions, and I will be using mainly one tarot deck. And the questions are actually from the guidebook of the deck. It is the Moon and the Stars Tarot. I really love it. So questions are going to be first, the reason behind the obstacle that you are facing, and then I want to see the obstacle itself, then any complication that this obstacle, the situation is currently bringing into your life, then I want to see why it is hidden, why something is hidden, and I want to see the lesson that you need to be learning from the situation itself, and a guidance and any next steps basically I will be looking out for. And I will be using, at least I'm planning to use this free oracle cards in terms of your advice messages. And I just pulled out like very random cards from each of the oracles that I will be using. I just wanted to show you the back of the deck so you can do your pile selection accordingly. This is going to be from the Fairy Oracle, and this is going to be group number 1. And this is going to be from the Wisdom Oracle, which is representing group number 2. And this is going to be from the Star Codes Astro Oracle deck, representing group number 3. So you can do your selection as you wish. You can pause the video, do your meditation on it. But whenever you're ready, you're going to find the timestamps in the description box below. This is where I'm going to see you. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Fairy Oracle card, then this is going to be your reading. I'll put it aside and I will use the deck for your advice messages later on, but I will be mainly starting with your tarot deck. And actually, I felt that the spirit really wanted me to burn some Palo Santo. Even on the camera itself, I was already cleansing the energies, but let's see. Okay, this is like burning kind of quite heavily usually, at least on this stick, or I'm not be able to like burn it so properly, so I just use this ones instead too. But let me share with you what I was feeling during your meditation, and I actually felt like if you resonate with it, please take the messages only. But group number 1, do you think that you might be undermining the current situation that you're actually undergoing right now? So it seems like there's something the spirit is really trying to take your attention, but you might be actually undermining the situation or might not be able to see the lesson in the situation because I get a heavy message that spirit wants you to focus mostly on the message in here. I'm not going to take it out, put it back, but resilience come in reverse. I feel like you might be actually losing your patience in this situation, whatever it is at the moment. But let's see more detailing. So, spirit, can you tell me what's the reason behind the obstacle for group number 1? Ooh, we already got a card. 10 of Wands, burdens. Okay, this is your reason behind your obstacle. I am feeling that group number 1, like there are too many responsibilities on your shoulders and like too many things at stake also I heard. So whatever it is, you feel like very responsible to keep doing what you're actually currently doing it. You might be feeling that there is no way out. You might not even wanna listen to reasons of why you should be choosing maybe another direction. I really feel like there's an energy in here of feeling like this is like kind of compulsory, that this is what you should be doing it. Maybe your heart center, your heart is calling you out for another direction, but you might not be feeling like you have a luxury to go in another direction at the moment. and introspection, Eight of Cups under the bottom of the deck. There might be some things you really need to leave it behind. I'm just hearing past conditioning in here. Lackness mindset could be also one thing if you're resonating with it. The reason why you're feeling so overwhelmed, the reason why you're feeling that this is what you should be doing, there is no any other way. You do not have time to think about anything else. You just want to focus on it, and then you just want it to get done. So the more you focus on it, the more you burn yourself out, the faster it's gonna go, so that at least you don't have to look back at it again. It's a perspective, at least I thought, that you are having right now. I feel that you're having. However, spirit is actually trying to tell you, trying to show you that the reason why things are just unfolding in the way that they are right now is not to burden you, just like the burdens in here. It is actually to show you another perspective, that you actually have an option, even at the hardest situations, that you do always have an option, and always have an option to say no. Depending on the situation, it's usually our limited mindset is giving us options based on the similar experiences we've been through in the past. But there are some things from the past that spirit is like highlighting that you are needing to let go of this moment. But if that's resonating, let's see it a little bit more detailedly. So I want to see what's the obstacle. Okay, we have Two of Wands that came in reverse, is planning in reverse. We are having a lot of wands in here, and this come in a position of basically indicating an obstacle, some blocked energies with the planning. You might be feeling, again, like I'm getting this message, especially with the heavy green color in here, like your heart might be pulling you another direction. Maybe there is something that you're very passionate about, and it's like already overplaying on your mind again and again that you will not be doing it, but you feel like maybe you do not have enough time. I'm really picking up an energy that you might be feeling that there is not enough resources in the world. Like you cannot be provided in a sense that you actually wanted it. Maybe there's a lack of trust in the universe. But like things does not have to be that hard. Actually, we can just like earn a lot without like doing a lot. Like earning something should not be hard. If this is your purpose of like making more money, let's say, you can do it actually putting less effort on it. This is just one example, like you can apply it to any other thing. Like if it's related to relationships, for example, you do not have to keep giving and giving and giving in order to just get the bare minimum out from a relationship. Like whatever you learn in the past, whatever you developed as a coping mechanism in the past, it does not have to repeat. In fact, spirit wants you to change your perspective because they want to bring in something amazing into your life. However, when you're holding on to something, whenever you're a little bit juggling in between making a decision to follow your heart versus what you know, which is familiar, then they cannot like bring something into your life when you're so dearly holding on to what's not serving you, if that makes sense. I want to check the bottom deck energy for clarification. We have the star and this inspiration in reverse. Haven't I mentioned that you have something so dearly in your heart that you want to take an action? That you're so inspired about, but you might not be actually, taking action towards it. You might be holding yourself back. Let's see. I'm getting a message that the direction you're currently going, like that mentally, going that in your mind's eye you might just predict some kind of like a future. This is not your end destination, if that makes sense. But let me get more clarity about like what's the complication that this situation is bringing into your life, group one. What's the situation that is bringing complication into your life? What complication does the situation is bringing into your life? They want want me to tell you that you can relax. We have two cards, a Six of Pentacles, and it says kindness that come in reverse. You are putting a lot, then you are getting back in the situation. And Nine of Wands, fear. I love these messages in this card, seriously. Okay, so the complication it brings into your life is that group number one. Let's be honest a little bit. And definitely no judgments, because if you're resonating with this message, I do resonate with this message as well. So you are holding yourself back from a fear, because if your pattern is always putting more and just getting the bare minimum, just getting enough, then this has to change. You're holding yourself out of fear. Your fear towards your unknown future at the moment is blocking you. It's blocking your manifestations to come in. Universe wants to give you equal and take. And this equal and take does not mean that actually you're going to put a lot effort still, but you are going to get more. Universe wants you to know that in our limited mind, we can even like put less than we are doing it right now and earn tons more. Whatever we are like inquiring about, again, the relationships, the jobs, whatever is coming and popping into your head at first, this is what Spirit wants to highlight in here. We have a lot of fire. You might be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But these kind of ones are telling me that whatever situation is just like you're inquiring about is reaching to its peak point, group number one. Like, you don't have to let the situation go until the divine intervention, because Spirit also wants to be gentle with you, and they are being gentle with you, but they really do want to bring something you deserve in this life, and they want you to allow them. And we have Queen of Cups in reverse, empathy, under the bottom of the deck. If you're resonating by being an empath, basically you might be feeling drained at the moment. Like, whenever you are not following your intuition, whenever you are not following what your heart and soul wants you to do, actually you might be draining off from your energetic field. And if you also resonate by just surrendering yourself at the moment with people who might not be, not like having the best intentions out their heart for you, but who are a little bit more self-centered, who might not be giving enough back to you, they want you to be so mindful about how you feel around them, how you feel after meeting with them versus before you met with them. So you're gonna see the difference if you feel more joyful or energetic after meeting with those people versus if you're feeling drained. So that is your sign. Spirit in general wants you to connect with your heart center. So let's see. And also they want me to tell you, maybe you really need to ground yourself just in the moment. Like, have a meditation, like 15-30 minutes, whatever it is, maybe a little bit longer than you got used to, especially if you haven't been doing it for a while, so that you can actually get in touch with your feelings. You might be keep asking yourself, how do I feel at the moment? How do I feel at the moment? So that you can actually start unlocking something within you. And they want me to tell you to check out for 1116, the angel number meaning. Let's see. Why it is hidden right now, why the situation is hidden from you right now, group number one. Why your situation is hidden from you right now, group number one. Ooh, we have a lot of cards. Okay, we have Hermit with the Solitude. This is so much resonating. We have Immaturity, the Knight of Wands in reverse. And we have Resilience, Seven of Wands, come upright. Okay, so this Hermit message with the Solitude is confirming what I was saying before, pulling this card just before. Spirit wants you to be more focused on the present, and they want you to introspect. And we had one card under the bottom of the deck that was saying introspect. So Just like the woman in this hermit card who's having a meditation, they want you to understand how you're feeling because the answers are so close within your reach. You just feel like you do not have enough time, but you can just create 15 to 30 minutes just before your bedtime, and we can put the phone aside. Like we can really be able to create that moment for ourselves. There is something in here blocking you that I'm going to interpret these two cards. They are also like very similar green colors that you might be thinking what you're going with is a resilience. However, there is something unbalanced with it. Spirit doesn't want you to go through and allow your energy to be drained in this way or your reality to go in this way. They want to bring change into your life, and they want you to also understand a part of yourself that you might be so shy away from actually seeing with the truth. Maybe there are going to be some things that you're not gonna like by realizing by going internal, but if there are any emotions of related to like shame or regret that comes, they want you to know that it's perfectly fine to be an imperfect human being because we are human beings. We are not here for to be perfect. We are not here to reach the perfection. We are here to enjoy, learn, and grow. If that is making sense for you. So, what are your lessons to learn? Group number one that Spirit really wanted to highlight. Okay, we have some revenge in reverse. I'm going to keep that in mind. I feel like it wanted to somehow come. What is your lessons to learn? They do not want you to. Oh, we have fulfillment. Nine of Cups. I love it. Okay. Spirit wants you to definitely not focus on the past anymore. Past hurts, past mistakes, what ifs, because it was in the past. Like you did exactly what you could have been doing, what you could have done with the same kind of experiences back then. So there is no need of trying to change that on your mind or trying to replay the occasion on your mind because you're perfectly innocent. You are an innocent being. So in general, I'm just picking up an energy that Spirit doesn't want you to be so hard on yourself. We have Three of Wands under the bottom of the deck, communication. So your lessons to learn is basically finding the fulfillment within yourself in here. And I believe that whatever this fulfillment is actually connected through some communication. Heartbreak, Three of Swords with the heartbreak. If you're resonating by healing from a heartbreak, or there is some occasion in your life right now that caused you some heartbreak, Spirit wants you to actually find the fulfillment within yourself first, but they are also indicating that you can actually find the fulfillment through communication in the situation. If you're inquiring about a specific person, I'm just picking up a message that the things are actually not as bad as your mind has perceived you to. Yeah, like they are not as bad. Like everything is just going through some kind of like a communication. You need to communicate with that person openly, honestly, and then you're going to see that this situation is actually has a lot of potential. Oh my god, we have understanding with the Ace of Swords. Whatever the situation is going to bring a lot of mutual understanding. If you're inquiring about a relationship between two people, maybe you guys had like some fall of time, maybe you couldn't be able to spend enough time because of some reasons. However, there is a beautiful potential in this like relationship, and if we have been inquiring about the relationship, I want to enhance that the previous masters I was telling you about equal give and take, etc. Again, like if you resonate by being a person who was putting a lot of effort, who was trying to basically to be liked by the others, Spirit wants you to be basically like leave it off in a sense that you're lessening it, that you're at the point that you're not needing to basically needing an external validation of someone liking you, but more of so that you are already fulfilled within your own self, so that you are actually going to get a lot in return without trying to put a lot of effort on someone to like you, if that's making sense. Okay, so let's see, what is your guidance, group number one? What's your, okay, there's a lot. What's your guidance? Oof. I said a lot and they keep giving me a lot. Oh gosh. Okay. You have Four of Wands celebration. You have a lot of wands in here. Oh my god. Eight of Swords, anxiety. I'm gonna keep them all. We have Page of Cups, loyalty in reverse. And then we have Ten of Cups, completion in reverse. Okay, so your guidance, group number one, is that something is at the break of basically reaching a completion. The fact that it's not reaching yet is because there is still something within you that needs to change. It's your mind that is creating some blockages right now. Like everything is really a lot better than your mind is like causing you to have this like a chaotic scenario, if that's the case. Like there's a perfect reason for celebration very, very soon, and you're going to see it. The one thing is that you're at a stage of your life that you're reaching out a completion in here, in regards to your emotional fulfillment. Everything is going to look a lot better within like a year from now. They actually want me to point it out, without like a 10 to 12 months from now. And the loyalty that come in reverse, I actually want to also check from here. Page of Cups. It says that be open to new creative experiences. I guess there is a different way of seeing the person on your mind right now, because it says that this person's sweet and romantic, possibly attempting to win your heart by trying to impress you or being a bearer of good news. Relationships and friendships flourish as there is happiness. There are messages coming to you, so be vigilant and trust in your psychic abilities. A good luck offering may be coming along with good results, but take care, as this may be a time to be sensitive to others. Okay. What I'm heavily picking up is that you're not seeing the celebration yet, just because you're heavily kind of distorted by your past hurts and experiences. But you can trust this person, group number one. Deep within your heart, you do know that you can trust this person, and Spirit is confirming you through these matches at the moment. The fact is that this person might be a little bit intimidated by you, but they're trying their best, and like when actually your past hurts are not running your reality, through your fears and anxiety, you are going to see that the communication with that person jumps to another beautiful level. Like you're going to see a completely different level in them, which is going to make you extremely happy and fulfilled. That is so nice. Okay, and celebration is coming. That's in reverse. It just tells me also that there's a way to it, but like very soon. It's just about like it's just about changing your mindset. What are your next steps, group number one? Oof. I'll get this one. Seven of Swords, deceit. Interesting. Knight of Swords, drama. Knowledge, King of Swords that come in reverse. And we have Knight of Cups that come in reverse as well. Interesting next steps. Seven of Swords, King of Swords. Knight of Swords, King of Swords, and the King of Cups. It's just telling me that someone might be choosing their logic over the emotions, and that might be actually a guidance as well, in this situation. Like there are things that you do not yet know, and if you're happen to wanting to take an action based on your emotions, just because you feel like you might be running out of control, that you do not know where this thing is going, but you want to grab some control, you might be actually falling back into some like ups and downs of emotional like turmoil, which is not going to make you happy. Basically, that might be something that is familiar and safe, some kind of like a thing for you because you're familiar, but you do not need to go there. What I feel is that they spirit wants you to be very very aware of any possible like dramatic scenarios, especially your mind might be creating, because these seven of swords and the knight of swords, they are all swords are all about our communication. They're all about our mind, our intellect. So your mind has a lot of potential to basically make you think about the scenario so that you can be actually prepared. But your mind's filter is based on the past. So it might not be that accurate actually. So this is kind of like an energy of nearly like deceiving yourself. Wheel of Fortune and Karma, exactly like something has to come to completion and change in your life in regards to this pattern. I'm gonna get one more clarity in here. Okay, a lot. Trauma, Nine of Swords. I'm gonna put the others back, but also there are other cards on the floor. This definitely understanding. Yeah, you're going to receive an understanding, reach an understanding in regards to one of your traumas that you have experienced. Maybe, oh sorry, yeah. Maybe this is like specifying on one area of your traumas that cause some kind of like a limiting beliefs. But at the same time, your traumas, of course, based on the past, you're going to gain a very clear understanding about it, so that whatever area that you might be a little bit blinded to in terms of your personal growth, it's going to be so clear for you. We have sun, positivity, and stillness is coming on your way. You do not need to worry about whatever the situation is on your mind. I love your reading. So I want to see the energy surrounding the situation, group number one. What are the energies surrounding your situation? We have two cards. We have Ascendant, which is entrance, and we have Mercury, messages in reverse. Your mind is very blurred. It's like very entangled in here, and there are some blocks around communication that is basically caused by our own mind. We got this message, and that is something that's going to reach up to basically a change and conclusion for you. I'm going to quickly check your Ascendant. And the message says that, okay, over time, your reputation is built on what you do, not how you look. And the front door is only part of the house. Be willing to look beyond the appearances and into the heart, but don't count on others' ability to do so too. So whatever this situation is requiring, you do not have the full picture yet. And especially around the communication, like you're going to gain more understanding whenever the communications allow between two parties, that I feel. So you're asked to be not judge the book by its cover if you already have some like a predefined ideas about the situation or how things are ongoing or going to unfold, because things might surprise you. People might surprise you in a positive way actually if you allow it. So let's get your final advice, Masters Group number one, from your Fairy Oracle deck. What are your final advices? One card, please. Okay, just wanted to come. New beginnings. I love this. Okay, the fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby. or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. You have been doing your inner child healing and it has been working perfectly. You just do not give yourself enough credit for. Plus, whatever idea is just within your soul that we have been like talking around here, you are asked to take a yes step towards it. You are asked to basically jump into it because you are protected. You're not going to get hurt. Let's get your last advice message, group number 1. That's your last advice message, group number 1. Oof, okay, this is a lot. We have soulmates energy. You can trust this person. Whatever lessons you're going through, they are meant for you. Never ending story. And 37 adds up to 10. Let me quickly read out to you. So oracle message is there is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling, the voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. Distorted guidance is the mind. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful parts. Small and vulnerable and easily suited. Easily suited, and you're the one who's going to soothe it by following your heart. But this was just like confirming everything we have been talking about, group number 1. Like, I hope you find the reading helpful because this is like out for you, and I hope you find the message resonating as well. Please, if you like the reading, do give it a thumbs up. You can always subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you here as a regular. Also, you can share your experiences down in the comments with me, and if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye-bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this Wisdom Oracle card, then this is going to be your reading. I will put it aside because I will just shuffle and get guidance messages for you at the end. But I'll be starting with your chart deck. But before that, let me share with you what I felt with your meditation. And there wasn't like much info about your situation, but like spirit was just like giving you, it feels like a warm hug, warm like snuggle, warm cuddle. Then maybe you were feeling like calmer recently, but like there is a heavy presence around spirits. There is a heavy presence of spirit around you, and yeah, you might be like in a little bit of stillness and calmness at the moment. But let's see, group number 2. So I want to see reason behind your obstacles at the moment. What's the reason behind your obstacle, group number 2? What's the reason behind group number 2's obstacle, spirit? What's the reason behind group number 2's obstacle, spirit? Okay, this was a lot easier for group number 1 to get some cards. What's the reason behind group number 2's obstacle, spirit? It's a very interesting energy. You guys have a different way of working with you, group number 2. It's like you got all your answers already, and maybe this is going to be like a short reading. I don't think how is it going to be in terms of logic, but let's see. So Queen of Swords in reverse, independence come in reverse, reason behind the obstacle. Is it so that you might be resonating by basically giving your power to someone else? Group number 2. I don't think you have codependent patterns. Even if you had it in the past, you heavily heal them. I pick up an energy that there's just like a specific situation that might be triggering something within you. You might be an extremely blunt person, like you're who you said you are. Your energy is basically speaks for you, and your word speaks for you. You do not like to sugarcoat things, and you like to perceive it and hear it in the same way as well. However, maybe like if that was a situation, if you were blunt with someone or in some situation, maybe it was just like received in a way that someone took it personally. Or the other situation is that you might be giving your power away in this situation. If it's another person in the situation, you might be giving your power away by not giving yourself enough credit for, let's say, or not taking the credit to yourself. Or if it's related to a specific person, you might be giving your power away to a person. Six of Cups in reverse, past. This might be regarding to some kind of like a person situation that you have emotional ties from the past, actually. Obsession in reverse with the devil. That might very well be a person from your past also. And if it's not a person, that might be actually something group number 2 that you develop some coping mechanisms around. Very, very interesting. I believe that you do know what I am talking about. That might be one of the reasons why Spirit doesn't let me to talk a lot. So what's the obstacle in this situation, Spirit? What's the obstacle in this situation? You might also get benefit from listening some high frequency music in the background. Now I am playing it right now. Obstacle. What's the obstacle in this situation? I will take the Hierophant. Guidance in reverse. Are you looking out for guidance externally from some people who doesn't even know what they're doing? Group number 2. At least this is the first message I got from this card. Pretentious is what I'm hearing. Like, are they like people in your circle that might want to even like give some unsolicited advice? You do not necessarily need to be even looking out for guidance, but like, let me see the bottom deck energy. Truth, justice. You know the truth itself. It feels like there are some like a misleading energies around you, and this is the obstacles actually that needs to be cleared out, which is going to be cleared out, but this is going to be cleared out when you actually just like embody the truth, when you just like step into the truth, your truth, and then also you are not going to feel shy away by basically telling other people what you perceive as truth. So it's basically setting boundaries around the situation. Six of Pentacles, kindness. Yes, maybe a level of like also like a kindness is required in this situation, especially like if you resonated by the first message. Oh my god, the colors are so resonating. If you especially resonated with the first message of you might be a very blunt person, but like someone might have taken something you said a little bit to the heart or personally. So whatever the situation is, the truth is going to come out. This also tells me like your true intentions are going to come out in this situation, which is going to help you to actually step out of this blurry waters. Very interesting messages. So what is the complication does this situation is bringing into group number 2's life, Spirit? What is the complication that the situation is bringing into group number two's life, Spirit? What complication this situation brings into group number two's life? I'm hearing multiple areas. Empress, nourishment, come in reverse. It makes you feel question yourself. Like, are you even like questioning your intentions? Like, you might not be being as kind to yourself. You might not be giving yourself enough credit for. You might be trying to play even small. I'm quickly going to check it in here as well. Empress. Appreciate what you have and keep nurturing what you want to see grow. And the affirmation is, I am in touch with my femininity. Maybe you really need to like appreciate what you are bringing out to the table, like what you have, and keep nurturing what you want to see grow. Like whatever you want out from this situation, basically you're asked to nurture your end result rather than the obstacle itself. We have two major arcanas in here. Like the reason behind the obstacle is a very temporary thing for you. However, the obstacle itself and the complication it brings into your life are more of like bigger impact things in your life. They basically have a lot more transformational power over you. So they do not want you to focus on the obstacle itself, but they want you to focus on what you want to actually bring out to your life. Six of Swords, that says movement and reverse in here. Basically, you might be feeling stuck in this situation. This is a complication it brings. But that stuckness is because you might be a little bit hard on yourself on this situation, if that makes sense. So why this information is hidden from you, group number two? Why this information is hidden from group number two? Six of Swords in reverse moment. And we have strength, bravery that come in reverse under the bottom of the deck. This situation, like these information has been hidden from you until this moment, until this reading, group number two. It's because Spirit wanted you to step into your own understanding and power. If you have a tendency of like being hard to yourself, if you have a tendency to not to give enough credit for yourself, if you have a tendency to be a perfectionist, and again be hard on yourself when the things doesn't go in the way that you plan to, you might have this basically do you have this mindset of like being too bearing for other people but maybe not giving as much nurturing back to yourself? And Spirit wants you to actually change that, and this information was hidden from you because they want you to understand it by yourself. And now I don't also like feel like Spirit is giving me like enough guidance, or I do not also like feel like getting more into the details of this reading. Like the group number one was a lot more detail, for example. I'm not getting as much detail. So they want you to find things out by yourself. And there are some areas that you feel shy upon. You might be resonating by being a Leo. We have a Virgo in here. And we have also air signs of a Libra, Aquarius, or oh my God, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Yeah, any of the signs you might be resonating. But they do not want you to shy away from basically making a bold move, because this is, if you want it, there's a reason for it, so you can go for it. What's the lesson to learn in this situation, Spirit? What's the lesson to learn in this situation for group two? What lesson group number two needs to learn from this situation? Solitude, the Hermit. The Hierophant, I'm sorry, this is the Oregon. The Hierophant is the Taurus in here. For some reason, I'm just like picking up some more like hermit energies. I was seeing also some Virgo cards before when I was shuffling one of the decks. But your lesson to be learned in the situation is basically finding your internal answers. But the solitude cards that the spirit is not letting me to dwell into so much. Eight of Swords, anxiety come in reverse. So whatever situation, basically, not this situation specifically, but I believe that like we all do have occasions in life that we can get into our heads. We can basically get into the like a overwhelmed overthinking mode, and our minds could be creating some scenarios. Spirit wants you to find a way to basically calm your mind in those situations and help you to be that internalizer. Help you to introspect, help you to understand your feelings yourself. And they do not want you to shy away from looking inwards just because you might be afraid of what kind of emotions are going to pop into the surface. And you might be feeling like, I'm not ready to face with any emotions. I'd rather basically maybe do some impulsive actions and just for the sake of avoiding the situation temporarily. If you only resonate by it, then just take the messages. If you don't like it, please just leave the messages. But I believe that you're a very blunt person and your guys are talking you through that also with as gentle as possible. But there is a big need of spirit is highlighting in here that they want you to move more onto the internalizing side, and they do not want you to shy away from looking at your emotions whenever you feel anxious, a bit depressed, sad, because you do have the answers. There's a way of changes coming to how you view and see the world, how you approach towards life. So what's your guidance in this situation? What's the guidance for group number 2 in this situation, Spirit? What's the guidance for group number 2 in this situation, Spirit? Sorry that I'm losing my voice a little bit after group number 1. What's the guidance in this situation for group number 2? Oof! Death, release. Oh gosh, what do you need to release, group number 2? Do you know it? I'm asking, do you know it? Like, oh my god, Hierophant, Empress, Solitude, like a Hermit, Death. We have like a big major changes is happening for you, group number 2. This is like transformational in your life. And I'm asking, do you know what you need to release? Because you might not be actually consciously know it yet. In order to find it, they're asking you to go into the solitude mode, understand yourself better, understand your motives better, understand and get in touch with your feelings without being afraid of what might come up, because your feelings are just messengers. They are only here temporarily. They are not going to stay forever. I promise they don't. I have experiences. The Temperance, healing come in reverse. Exactly. This is kind of like a shadow work that you're doing at the moment, and you're very much nudged by the spirit to do at the moment. That's why things might be feeling a little bit slowing down, and you might need to take some back stages in some of the areas of your life in order for you to allow this healing stage. Take your time. Take your time. You have time. So what are your next steps? What are group number 2's next steps you want to highlight, group number? You want to highlight, Spirit. What are group number 2's next steps that you want to highlight, Spirit? Communication, 3 of Wands. Okay. And we have 4 of Swords, recuperation. I was talking about resting. I was talking about taking your time out. Wow. Okay. So when you actually slow down, when you take a time off for yourself, you're going to receive a lot of communication from spirits. And You're a perfect channel for the spirit. They want you to be more and more open to spirit, especially with the Four of Wands with this like a violet color in here. This is third eye chakra. You might be also doing some meditations through your third eye. But let's see, I want to see what energies around this situation is right now. What energies are around this situation for group number 2 spirits? What energies are around for group number 3 in this situation? What energies are around this situation for group number 2? How many cards? Okay, 3. So we have conjunction. That came in reverse. They're all in reverse. We have midheaven that come in reverse, and we have square and semi-square tension that come in reverse. We have two actually specs in here. I'm definitely not like the most knowledgeable in the astrology, and I'm going to look out for the guidebook right now. But with the midheaven, it's something that you are very much like and destined to, and all these cards are coming in reverse position is telling me that there's like a new birth happening, just like the burden here. But you are undergoing this transformation, like even if like a things, it's just like a transition period with this conjunction. Actually it just tells me it might be a little bit hard situation. There might be like too much lessons to learn, maybe too many things are happening all of a sudden for you all at once with the tension in here as well. But this is like all part of like a very, very big purpose for you actually. Let me quickly in here the conjunction. So it says that be wary of relationships that ask you to shrink yourself to fit them, and value the conjunction over individual growth. Yeah, be mindful about who you are surrounding yourself with, because you might be leaving actually some people and situations behind with the release card as well. And with the tension, it says that this is a workout of body, mind, or spirit, and workouts can be tiring. So it also says that these 10 aspects take work, but don't avoid it. If you take a hatching baby bird out of its egg, like here, if you take a hatching baby bird out of its egg, so it doesn't have to struggle, it wouldn't build the strength needed to survive. A butterfly needs to struggle coming out of the cocoon in order to have the circulation in its wings to fly. This situation builds your strength. Get ready to fly. We just saw the strength card, right? Yes, it was under the bottom of the deck. And your meet heaven. It says that traditions, other people's expectations, or your family history may be complementary to your idea of your own potential, or they may be hurdles to overcome as you find your true path. This is an amazingly powerful reading group number 2. You are a powerhouse. You just don't know it yet. They want me to tell. So what is your advice? Ooh, we have a beautiful card, celebration. I haven't got this card before. It says that get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. And it's time to go out, dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. If you're going to receive an invitation soon to go out and celebrate, just say yes. You need to let it go a little bit. Like you really need to like dance around, just like release those negative energies off from your body. Moment is very, very much needed. So even if when you feel like overwhelmed, you can just like basically dance in the middle of your house just to let the energy go. But don't forget celebration message that you might be invited out soon. Protect your dreams. You might not be believing you're going to get what you want, but you will. You will. I am letting you know, group number 2, you will end up with your wildest dreams. So it says that you are the guardian of your You are the guardian of your precious dreams, and they are safe in your care. Keep them close to your heart until you are ready to release them. Releasing them means that you are basically putting out an intention of manifesting your dreams out to reality, and then you're releasing any expectations around it. Just, like you are releasing expectations first because you know you're going to get it. And when you really truly believe that you're going to get it, you basically don't try to control it. So you don't create any resistance so that the universe can actually do the work for you. And we have mending 52 come in reverse. You do have some people in your life, group number 2, that you really need to consider your relationships with. Not me, the spirit is telling. So, mending is saying that heartbreak is a stranger healer of souls. Our grief strips away our masks and loosens our tight hold on your separateness, where we view ourselves as I and the world as it. Loss allows us to see ourselves as a part of a larger scheme, opening us up to sympathy, empathy, and dependence on others in the moment when we can't hold ourselves together, and it leads us to become one with the greater whole again. Pain and suffering is part of life, and none of us will be immune to it. Can you view this loss, this pain, this dissonance as a way back to the source? Let your sorrow break your heart wide open. You will never be left behind. You are loved, now more than ever by spirit. Who does not want you to feel alone? One day you will look back and know this truth. These are amazing messages in here, group number 2. I hope the messages were helpful for you. I hope they were resonating. I would love to know if you find the messages resonating. And please give it a thumbs up if you like the reading. And you can always subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you in here regularly. And if you would like to share your experiences with me, please do so in the comments. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, very much take care of yourselves, and bye bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this Star Codes Astro Oracle card, then this is going to be a reading. But I will put this one aside because I will already shuffle from this deck to get a guidance through the end of your reading. But I will be going with your tarot cards first. But let me share with you what I felt with your meditation. So I keep hearing like stillness and calmness, but also there is this message of empowerment coming to you, and this empowerment message is coming from your divine feminine. Like there is something around like you connecting with your femininity, and it's also like going through you connecting with the nature somehow. And I was just very much connected to this like fluorite also. It has this green color of like a nature. The green color was actually talking to me, and it has some purples in it as well. So yeah, it's related to a third chakra, a third eye, and then the heart chakra. So that might be a stone that you would like to keep around to help you to connect with your heart center better. But if you know more about the fluorite, because I do not know much about the crystals, please like comment it down below and you can share. But let me start group number 3. So what is the reason behind your obstacle at the moment in regards to the situation you're inquiring? What's the reason behind the obstacle for group number 3, spirit? What's the... Oh, these communication cards keep popping up on all the cards. Okay, are we in the Mercury retrograde at the moment that I'm publishing this? Yeah, I guess we are. Okay, support, King of Cups, and the communication in reverse. Okay, you might be feeling that in whatever area you're requiring, you might not be getting enough support. Also, this is like going through communication. Maybe the communication is a little bit hard with the specific person on your mind, or you might feel like it's falling through. But actually, if you're inquiring about someone specific, I believe that like you can trust on this person. They have emotional maturity. Maybe they haven't opened up to you yet enough, but they do have an understanding about the divine timing as well. Maybe they're a type of person who goes with the flow more. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I have to say that I was not talking much in group number two because the spirit doesn't allow me to channel much, and now I change it to you, and I might be talking a lot fast right now. I'm sorry for it. It's just like I like it. It wasn't so nice when I cannot speak so much. I had to give big pauses in between my words. But I'm back to your reading. So the reason behind your obstacles seems like related to someone in your life, I believe. There might be already someone on your mind when I like say this that comes to you. That might be water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And you might be a fire sign like a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. You might also have some message in the group number one as well. But I'm feeling that there's something around the communication in regards to this person. However, there's also one thing about you, group number one. If you have your Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your Venus, or like in your third house, maybe, or like somewhere prominent in your chart, that might be also related to you about around what areas you're not being honest to yourself. Like you might not be so open and honest with your communication to yourself either when it comes to your emotions. Like how much are you aware of your emotions? How much you're connecting with your emotions at the moment? I'm not saying that you're not a person who's out of touch with their emotions. I do believe that you are very much in touch and very much in touch with your emotions and very passionate person. However, at the moment in this specific inquiry, you have specific intention of you coming to this reading right now, there is something around the communication of something that you might not be so much looking into your own emotions. Trust, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You might have some trust issues towards people, and you might be also questioning the intentions of this King of Cups as well, but they are king. You can trust them. And also, the communication might be also blocking, the blockages around the communication might be also blocking things to progress further. So, what is the obstacle then, Spirit? And I saw 0505. What is this? Whatever the situation is, it is changing, group number 3. Know that it is changing. It's not going to be like this for long. What is the obstacle, Spirit, for group number 3? What's the obstacle for group number 3? Oof. Oh, we have too much cards. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, prospects, a romance. And understanding that as in reverse. Okay, can you see that we have a woman and a man? Oh, okay, they're page and knight. It's like they're like a girl and boy, but it just tells me about like two people from two different backgrounds, but come from the same kind of like a background, same kind of experiences, and they are just trying to gain understanding from each other, which is a little bit blocked at the moment. I believe that it's just because of the communication itself. I saw 0606. There's like, it tells me that someone or both of you are going to take a leap of faith in this connection, which is going to bring actually a lot of karmic balance, I'm hearing. Plus, you definitely do know each other from past lives. The spirit they're kind of like want me to say that, if you know what I mean. Maybe like you talk like this. I don't talk like this, but like I just feel like I was going to say. Can you see that? Like it's like sun and the moon. Someone might be Leo, someone might be like another like a water sign, again like this like a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy versus here the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius energy. Like someone might be so bubbly, so open, so passionate, versus the other person might be so calm to their emotions, a little bit like preserved from the outer look. However, like can you see that both of the people in here, they actually look kind of so much alike when it comes to how they are viewed by outside. So they do have a lot more similarities than they're actually want to admit to themselves. You and this person have a lot of similarities from the past experiences, how you weave the world, how you understand things. Your spirituality is equally enhanced. Like, if you might not know that deeper about like how you basically like how spiritual or how much in the belief you two are, I guess this is something that can owe you, that I hear from spirit down along the line when you get to know this person better. There's like I can't even say there's a potential. This is like kind of like a destined thing, to be very honest. It's just like you two are gaining understanding about each other. There's a very new beginning starting in between you two, and it's starting very, very soon. It's already along the lines. And whatever is happening in this connection is destined to happen in this way. I can't say anymore that this is not related to relationship. I'm sorry. I'm going to take the reading from now here in regards to relationship. But if you're not inquiring about any person, any romantic person, guys, sake, there's romance in here. But if you're not inquiring about any romantic connection, it tells me that whatever you are creating and building in this world has a lot of potential to inspire other people, to help them connect with their heart center. But first, you have to be connecting with your intuition, and you have to first understand the reason why you want to create this thing at the first place, and how you can communicate it through the world. Also, one other message that's coming, because like there is something block about you might not know how to start this, how to take things off the ground. It's just about spirit wants you to focus on basically the progress, what you would like to create, connecting with your heart center. That how do you want people to feel when they receive what you offer to them is going to be key for you to be basically unlock how to start things off from the ground, if that makes sense. But let's see what kind of like a complication does the situation is bringing into your life. Ooh, Five of Pentacles, control. Someone likes the control. I saw 1001. You might be basically followed by the repetitive numbers. The complication is that you might not be able to control the situation, group number 3. It just has to unfold in its own way, and you're basically out to trust the divine about this situation. Completion, the world card. We have fixed signs like a Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius. So Leo and Scorpio energy are very dominant in here. But you are asked to let go of something that is not serving you, and I really do feel that whatever you need to let go is like your attachment to the outcome. Like you want to control things, you want things to go in your own way, and you might a little bit freak out or get like anxious whenever they don't go. So they want you to let go of it, and they want you to surrender to the flow of the life more, because like your life is just going to be so much abundance, so easy from now on. So why the situation is hidden from you? Why the situation? I saw the sun. Are you a Leo? Why the situation is hidden from group number 3, spirit? Why the situation is hidden from group number 3? Planning, 2 of Wands. Spirit is planning something out for you, and this is just under the 3 of Wands. You might be also having some things on your mind. Again, some positivity. Okay, so Spirit is planning something out for you. They do not want to let you know. That's why the situation is hidden. They just want to see that you believe in them. You believe in the divine. Even at the times that you got pissed off the situations. And you might get pissed off the universe. You might get pissed off the divine, that happens. that happens to me, but they want to see that you do trust and you keep a positive mindset. You do believe, regardless of your situation, that the things are always going to work out for you. Like, it's in a sense that, especially if you're a fire sign and very passionate, you can just think of it as like that. If you resonate by just getting pissed at the divine sometimes, uh, it's like that. Okay, you throw that back at me. Yeah, I am going to throw it back at you, but just believing in it more. Logically, it looks like I cannot even dare to believe what I wanted to have is on my way. But since you make it worse, I'm going to believe it like so, like shamelessly, that I will definitely get what I want, regardless of what you're throwing at me. Is the attitude. Is a shameless attitude in a very positive way that the divine and your guides wants you to basically embody at the moment. So, what is the lesson to learn from the situation for group number 3, Spirit? What's the lesson to learn for group number 3 in this situation? Okay, they also want me to get this. Hierophant, guidance that come in reverse. Strength, bravery, hello Leo, again. So, you do not trust your own guidance. You do not trust your own inner guidance, group number 3. But there's a lot of wisdom in here. There's a lot of like strength that you inquire. You just, at times I was getting this message for group number 2 as well. But you don't trust yourself. You might have this thing about, outer look tells things to people. Of course, like we judge people, like most of us judge people by the outlook, even like some subconsciously do that, positive or negative in any ways. But you might have this maybe experiences of like getting undermined by other people, so that makes you question yourself, that makes you question your motives maybe at times, or your even guidance with the spirit. However, spirit really deeply wants you to trust yourself, because you're tons more intuitive than you give yourself credit for. Like your guidance, your experiences, your wisdom. Like Hierophant is giving me a lot of hermit vibes in this deck, to be honest, because whatever you're inspired to share with the world, that I feel there is something in here. You do not know what kind of like amazing impact it's going to have on other people. People are not going to see you as you were seeing yourself back 10 years ago, for example. If you have occasions of feeling undermined, being overly criticized, and nothing you do is ever enough for anyone, basically, that was a projection of those people onto you. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen again. If you take a leap of faith of basically sharing the things you would like to share with the world, your experiences, people are going to admire you for that. There's going to be tons of people who are going to get inspired by you, and you're guided for it. I'm going to keep them upright. Plus, now this reading is going into like two directions. One of them is in regards to love, the other one is regards to your life purpose, to be very honest. And there are major arcanas in here. They are the two major arcanas, only two major arcanas in here by now. So that's very transformational for you. And whoever this person is, they are connected with your life purpose. They are very important in your life. And they are bringing balance into your life as well. So let's see your guidance. What's your guidance? What's the guidance for group number 3 at the situation, Spirit? What's the guidance for group number 3? You might have Taurus placements as well. 5 of Swords, Revenge in reverse, and the Magician, Skills in reverse. Okay, they do not want you to manifest off from a negative mindset. Like if you have a potential to basically get angry or hot tempered at times, spirit does not want you to focus your precious energy on it, because this is going to be only an internal battle. There's going to be no loser, there's going to be no winner. So it's like a very much like in waste of an energy. Spirit wants you to focus your skills on the positivity that we have been talking before it was under the deck, so that you can actually manifest the things you want into your life. What are the next steps for group number 3, Spirit? What are the next steps for group number 3? Oh my God, education. There might be something that you are starting to learn again, maybe from the beginning, but this is going to be about something you are very much interested in. We have judgment, action in the reverse. Okay, they want you to take your time with whatever it is. Conclusions, 10 of Swords. I love this is for the 10 of Swords. And the truth, justice come in reverse. Your next steps is that Spirit wants you to question and look within yourself in what areas you are out of balance, in what areas you're not being so true to yourself about, in what areas you might be overlooking at what you need to heal, because something needs to come to conclusion. That's like basically blocking for you to take an action towards the change, towards the unknown in here with the Fool. We have 7 of Cups with the delusions in reverse. It's just all about, after this one, they're all in reverse. You can see that there's speed coming with the 8 of Wands. They're all blocked energies in here. That's why they're in reverse. But after you just take a bit of a look within yourself, like spend some time on a meditation. I was saying it in one of the other groups as well. You can just spare some time, 15 to 30 minutes, like just before the bedtime. Like it doesn't matter how busy we can always just create time for it. You're going to see that introspection is heavily impacting you in a very positive way, because there's one thing that only you can just point it out and unlock, and Spirit doesn't want to give answers right away through any external parties like me right now. So when you recognize this, you are going to feel even more powerful than before, and then you can actually start seeing that the things are going to start rolling around you. So what are the energies around your situation? Let's see. What are the energies around group number 3 situation, Spirit? What are the energies around group number 3 situation? Are we going to get some cards soon? What energies are in group number 3 situation? Ooh. We have Aquarius, collaborate. Oh my God, too much. Okay, we have Gemini, Aries, and Leo. That they all come in reverse. So cross-pollinate, act, and shine. You are holding yourself away from basically taking an action just because you are lacking some type of like a trust within yourself. I believe that you're Leo, or like you have like a very heavy Leo placements, but it's important for you to check where the areas in your birth chart, in what planet and in which house the Aries locates in your chart. That is like a very important for you. Maybe there are some transits happening, but that area is very much challenged, and that area is the area that Spirit is focusing on you to grow at the moment. So just like an example, at least I know that my Aries in my 4th house, this is the home, and with that being said, it's not very happy there. It's like a very chaotic growing up environment. So if let's say that you have Aries in your 4th house, that means that there are some things that you're heavily releasing when it comes to your upbringing, maybe especially related to your divine, like a father figure there, or you might be healing issues related to your parents from your childhood, but just check where the Aries is in your birth chart, in which house, which planet. So that can give you actually more of an understanding where you should be focusing on at the moment. Aquarius and Gemini, there's like a different way of approaching to the situation through your words is needed. Maybe like you're asked to write your feelings down. If you want to understand them, seriously write them down. Like I had this thing about like I hated writing. It's just because my mind is always so fast, always running, and my hands cannot cope up with it. Like every time, like after a couple of minutes, I feel like I had to like do this thing because I get a lot of like basically pain on my hand. I cannot cope up with my mind, the speed. But there was a moment that I actually really sat down and meditated, then start writing things that I feel. And then I did not feel the need of basically catching up with my mind. I was slower, I was a lot more patient, a lot more grounded. So maybe there is that kind of like a change about how you interpret the words or like communicate through the words is needed. Yeah, this is the North Node. This is in regards to your future in here. Oh, sorry, yeah. Let's get your last advice, Masters Group number 3. What are your last advice messages? Oof. We have a lot of cards for you. 4. Okay. We have protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. You can ask also fairies for protection, Archangel Michael for protection. But if you're inquiring and going into any kind of spiritual work, you're asked to ask for protection. And also when communicating with people as well. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthy. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. And the last card is New Beginnings. That was for group number 2 as well. This fairy godmother heralds a joyous news of a new baby or birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So there are definitely new beginnings coming in your way, and this very much seems like heavily related to your creative endeavors that you're embarking upon, and you're asked to believe in magic in regards to that because there's a transformation is coming on your way. And the magical blessings also another card under the bottom of the deck. It cannot be coincidence. You're heavily protected on your journey, and you're asked to shine from within and ask your inner child what would make you feel happy whenever you need to recharge, basically. And whatever you consume is, at this moment is very also important for your body as well because you are co-creating with the universe. So, you can be able to connect with your gut a lot better when you just consume things that is nourishing for your body. But let's see our last advice message, co-creation. It says that you may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you're creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever you call higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with the inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with the universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to co-create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-create it, only beauty and grace results. Prepare to be amazed. Ooh, I love the messages for you. I hope they were also resonating for you, group number three. But that's all I got for you. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider to subscribe to my channel. I would like to see you in here regularly. If you would like to share your experiences down in the comments with me, please do so. I love to hear them. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week and take care of yourselves. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, bye bye.